In the book, I wrote, whatever the hell the title, I can't tell you. But I can tell you there's a page in there devoted to the fact that I saw somebody named Osama bin Laden, and I didn't like it, and you got to take care of him. They didn't do it. A year later, he blew up the World Trade Center, so.
What do you do if you're not smart and you want to portray that image to your followers, to your base, to your constituency in MAGA world? Well, what you do is you rewrite history and you make claims about things that you predicted that you never predicted. Even if it flies in the face of reality, and we have the book that you talk about having predicted Osama bin Laden and a terror attack when you didn't. You most certainly didn't. When you're a dumb shit who has no grasp of foreign policy, no grasp of leadership, whether it be political or just basic managerial leadership, when you don't have any of that, you got to make shit up. And that's where we are with Donald Trump. Given his speech yesterday at the Norfolk 250th anniversary of the Navy's founding, I guess. And he told a doozy. And there's three aspects to this that I want to talk about, and they all kind of roll in together, because I'm going to play a clip for you of him talking about Osama bin Laden and having predicted it in a book a year or a year and a half before. But he doesn't know he's melting, obviously. I mean, he is a diminished character cognitively. But he's saying he doesn't even remember the name of the book. He admits to not remembering the name of the book, and then proceeds to lie about what he actually did have written in the book, because he didn't write the book. Somebody else wrote the book. How can a guy who doesn't read write a book? Ghostwriters. But there's three elements to the story. It starts off with him acting as though he's a military genius. Doesn't even know the word sorties. If you hear about sortie missions, he calls them sorties. Oh, they flew the sorties. And then he starts talking about Vietnam. Vietnam. I happen to hold in my hand here his selective service card where he signed up for the draft. The signature here, putting himself among those to be called. Oddly enough, he's only 6'2" as an adult here. Apparently he grew an inch as an adult. And here is his draft deferment card, where he got out of serving. He had all of this expertise and this knowledge about how to fight wars, and he has all this inside information about what we did wrong, what we could have done to win the war in Vietnam. Yet, when he had the chance, he didn't take it. In fact, he lied about some fake bullshit condition, bone spurs, which I have had for many, many years, and it didn't preclude me from serving in the United States Marine Corps. And then he rolls into, of course, the Osama bin Laden thing. Well, I wanted to explain it up front because it's a lot. It's a lot. And by the way, just for your edification, because he's not going to tell you because he doesn't remember the name of his book, it's his book from January 2000 called The America We Deserve. Here's Donald Trump giving it his best, I guess.
In Korea, American sailors and Marines carried out the daring landing in Incheon and flew more than 250,000 combat sorties against the enemy. It was an amazing effort. In Vietnam, the Navy unleashed Operation Rolling Thunder and deployed a brand new unit, the Navy SEALs, to tear up Mekong River Delta. Problem with Vietnam, we stopped fighting to win. We would have won easy. We would have won Afghanistan easy. We would have won every war easy. But we got politically correct. Let's take it easy. We're not politically correct anymore, just so you understand. We win. Now we win. We don't want to be politically correct anymore. And history will never forget that it was the SEALs who stormed the compound at Osama bin Laden and put a bullet in his head. Remember that? And please remember, I wrote about Osama bin Laden exactly 1 year ago, 1 year before he blew up the World Trade Center. And I said, you got to watch Osama bin Laden. And the fake news would never let me get away with that statement unless it was true. But I said 1 year before to Pete Hegseth, I said 1 year before, where's Pete? In the book, I wrote, whatever the hell the title, I can't tell you. But I can tell you there's a page in there devoted to the fact that I saw somebody named Osama bin Laden, and I didn't like it, and you got to take care of him. They didn't do it. A year later, he blew up the World Trade Center, so we got to take a little credit because nobody else is going to give it to me. You know the old story? They don't give you credit, just take it yourself. And it was the U.S. Navy that dumped his wretched corpse off the decks of the Carl Vinson to sink into the dark abyss.
I don't understand how MAGA world thinks this guy is some kind of a military genius, the most militaristic person ever, as he used to describe himself. And since then, Tommy Tuberville has taken that. He's the most military person ever. Nobody's more military than me, he says. It's these patriot Republicans who never served, who had the opportunity to serve. Donald Trump, instead of taking his student deferments and his medical deferments because of his little sore feet, he could have served. He could have brought this high level acumen of military strategy to bear against the North Vietnamese. But he didn't, because he's a coward. He's a physical weakling who was afraid to serve, afraid to take part in those sorties. As far as the fact check is concerned on the book, he says, the media would never let me say it. They'd be hammering me if I said it and it was wrong. They've already done it. It's been done ad nauseum. It's just people get bored and sick of correcting you on the same thing over and over and over when no result comes from it, Donald Trump, whether it be you talking about the wrong year for the Spanish flu, the pandemic in the previous century, or any host of other dates that you get wrong and you consistently just stick with the wrong answer. People get tired of constantly correcting, so they just start ignoring you. But this is a fact check from CNN. Trump falsely claims his 2000 book demanded the killing of Osama bin Laden. Here's the one mention of bin Laden in Trump's book. Quote, this is it. This is the thing. This is what you heard him just say, made a prediction that came true. Nobody wanted to listen to me. You got to toot your own horn when you get the chance, or whatever fucking nonsense he said. Here's the passage. Instead of one looming crisis hanging over us, we face a bewildering series of smaller crises, flashpoints, standoffs, and hotspots. We're not playing the chess game to end all chess games anymore. We're playing tournament chess, one master against many rivals. One day, we're all assured that Iraq is under control. The UN inspectors have done their work. Everything's fine, not to worry. The next day, the bombing begins. One day, we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number one, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. He escapes back under some rock, and a few news cycles later, it's on to a new enemy and a new life crisis. That was all a passing reference. It certainly wasn't an entire page, or however the specific language he used when talking about it in the book. But you did not make a prediction. You did not. But you want to rewrite history and make it seem like you have some otherworldly acumen relative to military strategy, even though you've never been trained in such. You've never served in the United States Army or Navy or Air Force, or certainly in my Marine Corps. Again, because of cowardice, because of fear of physical harm. But MAGA world felt well within their rights to bestow upon you some kind of a heroic and mythic persona that you are playing fourth dimensional chess while the rest of us are playing checkers. When the facts say otherwise. We see you, Donald Trump. Coward. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. Please subscribe to this program on YouTube. We are marching steadily ahead toward 1.5 million subscribers. Free to subscribe. You can also like and follow the Facebook page, Dollemore Daily. I'd love to see you there. Please If you want to have a conversation about this, I'm sure we can do it in the comments agreeably, as much as the internet is not fond of that. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another. Have you ever had or heard a great idea during a meeting or a conversation, but by the time that you went to jot that idea down, it was just gone? Wouldn't it be great to have a way to capture all the inspirations without breaking the flow of conversation? PlodNote Pro is that answer. PlodNote Pro is a meeting secretary for during and after your meetings, and it takes down detailed minutes, identifies speakers, and creates summaries with actionable to-do lists. You can then share these insights and summaries with your team instantly. It's like having a pocket-sized personal secretary that sticks to the back of your phone. Click the link in the description to try out PlodNote Pro or use code Dollemore for a great discount on their other products. The Note, which is perfect for smaller meetings, or this Note pen that I'm wearing, which is even more portable. During a meeting, Plod is the perfect work companion. Slim and portable, Plod blends seamlessly with your phone so you can stay fully in the moment to document what matters. Plod can auto-detect whether you are on a phone call or attending an in-person meeting, and it will record and take notes for you in both scenarios. After the meeting, Plod keeps working, generating reports, highlighting key points, and even brainstorming topics with you. You can review transcripts, revisit insights, and search key info across all of your content with Ask Plod. It's like having a second brain on your side. Try out PlodNote Pro today. Click the link below or use this QR code. You can also score a great discount on Plod's other awesome products like the Note Pen simply by entering code Dollemore at checkout. Your insights are invaluable. Don't lose them. Capture what matters without slowing the pace of conversation. Let Plod preserve and power your ideas.